Yeah, I kind of got the. I unmuted this a little bit. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Juice. We're your host. Wyatt Frank is Shane Campbell, and if you're wondering why we were posting this podcast a week after the one with Brian Robertson, and we're wearing the same clothes, is because we are filming back-to-back episodes tonight.
Yeah, we literally, Brian just walked out of the studio like 3 minutes ago. So we just kind of wanted to, holidays coming up, Christmas is next week. So like Brian was in town. We had this arranged with Brandon Belt, and we're like, Brian, come in, let's do one real quick right before. And literally 3 minutes after, we're back in it, another one. So
yeah, he just touched on it. Our guest tonight is Mr. Brandon Belt, and I'm really excited to do this one. If you don't know who Brandon Belt is, you've probably been living under a rock. I'm just kidding.
I mean, Google it. Dude's got a Wikipedia page.
Yeah, he is. He's a great guy. But more than that, he's a professional baseball player, first baseman for the San Francisco Giants, and he's big into the fishing scene. And he is putting on one of the biggest tournaments that the amateur world has ever seen. Yeah,
so, I mean, I know the Juice isn't supposed to be about a whole bunch of local stuff, and he's putting on this Brandon Belt Grand Slam $100,000 tournament on Sam Rayburn in February. We'll get into more of that, but I think this guy is going to be a way bigger player than just one tournament on Rayburn in the fishing industry. He's got some hopes and dreams and aspirations and some great ideas, and that's why we wanted to have him on and let him kind of share his story on his how he got into bass fishing and kind of what he wants to do with the industry. So
yeah, his journey from there, man.
We should call this like Sports Week series.
Yeah, no kidding.
NFL player,
now we're having an MLB player. Yeah, and I've got the chance to be around Brandon a little bit, and the guy is really, he's a great dude. I mean,
yeah, he sounds super down to earth.
The amount of money and time and the things he does to give back to his local community, it's awesome, and a lot of people don't even realize it because he's not a guy that's flashing around on social media and stuff like that. Like he does a lot for the community.
I mean, he was just ringing the bell for Salvation Army for 3 hours. Wasn't he? I mean, that's why we couldn't get him on until now. We had to wait till he was done with that. And,
correct.
And props to that. So
correct.
I say, without further ado, let's get the man on the phone.
Give him a holler, man.
All right, here we go. Call him. Excited to have his phone number in my. Look at me. Super cool cat.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey. Well, thanks for coming on, man. We appreciate you taking some time. It sounds like you're a busy guy, especially during the holidays. We were just talking about you out there ringing the bell for Salvation Army. How'd it go?
It went great. I got out there, and there was already a pretty decent line out there, and I was signing autographs, taking pictures, and the line kept getting longer and longer. So I was out there for a while doing that. Got to ring the bell a little bit, but it was mainly just to bring some awareness to the Salvation Army because they do a ton of good work in the community. So I was hoping we could get people up there to donate, and they did a great job.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. Where'd you do that tonight?
I was at Walmart in Lufkin.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Very cool.
Well, Brandon, we've gotten the chance to meet each other, be around each other a little bit. You got the chance to take down some whitetail deer together. That was awesome, and I had a blast, and I appreciate that. And before we got on, I was kind of touching on a lot of things that you kind of do for the community, and like Shane just mentioned the Salvation Army thing tonight. You did a scavenger hunt in what is that, the Lufkin area that you did the scavenger hunt?
Yeah, it was inside the Lufkin city limits. So
right.
It ended up being at the old Capital One Bank there on Timberland. So,
right, and basically, what that was a baseball card, right?
Yeah, it was a baseball card that I had signed in March, so I would know exactly. It was the exact one that I put out there. But yeah, it took about 4 or 5 days for somebody to find it, and there were tons of people looking for it. I think everybody just had a lot of fun just hanging out with their families and getting out of the house. So
what was the prize for finding that baseball card?
$10,000 for finding that baseball.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Why did you tell me about that,
It
Wyatt?
was fun for me too. Yeah. I told Wyatt where it was too, man.
He didn't.
Man.
Yeah, he definitely didn't do that.
No, I didn't do that. But yeah, it's fun for me too, man. This is money that I'm going to donate to charity anyway.
Right.
So I thought it'd be pretty cool just to be able to give it to a family and let them use it for Christmas or to pay bills or whatever they need to do. So
Yeah,
I do a
that's
few a
awesome.
year whenever I'm home, and I'll probably do one more before I go back. So,
Yeah.
but anyways, I would like to tell a story real quick on our hunting trip.
Oh
if
God,
y'all don't care.
No, go ahead, man. This is your time.
Here we go.
So we go down there to West Texas, and we have like seven of us out there, maybe
Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey guys, let's shoot all the 8 points we can. We just got one rule: don't shoot a 9 point. All right, do not shoot a 9 point. And so we go out there and we hunt for a couple of days. Everybody's doing great, man. We're killing all the management bucks, just 8 points everywhere. We're crushing them, man. Some big ones too. And sure enough, we get to that second or third day, and somebody pops a 9 point. And
Wonder
who do you
who?
think that was?
I got to guess.
That was the man himself, Wyatt, man. Just was just on a mission to find a 9 point out there, and he did. And it was going to be beautiful. It'd have probably been a 12 point eventually, and it's gone now.
Future 170-inch deer dead.
Oh.
Yeah, and he's gone, man. No, but seriously, we had a great time. And there's some video on it actually. When Wyatt finds out it's a 9 point, he should show that to people.
He showed it to me, and I was dying laughing. I was like, dude, I know that gut-wrenching feeling when you feel like you shot the wrong deer.
That's one of my favorite videos.
I felt so bad, man. I literally walk up to it. I'm so excited. I'm pumped. Like, we got the whole thing on film. I freaking drop this deer, blow his front shoulder out of me. He's dragging the ground. It goes maybe 10 yards. Made a great shot of him. I'm walking up. Everything's great. I get to the deer, and I see a kicker.
Not a kicker. It's called a G4.
Okay, well, yeah, it was a G4. I didn't see the dang thing, okay? And then I get to it, and I'm like, oh, no.
The video was hilarious.
I'm like,
we should post that.
I grabbed the deer. You see in the video, I grabbed the deer, and I just drop it.
You just let it go.
I was like, man, I got to call Ryan.
Where's the road at?
Yeah, you can just see his spirit leave his body, man. It was just he was not happy about it. It was hilarious, though. But no, we had a great time out there, man. We got to do that again.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, Shane's butthurt, dude.
I'm like the biggest
I told
deer
Mike
hunter.
to just invite anybody.
No, he did not.
You did?
No, he did
Oh, yeah. There he goes. Wyatt never thinks of me. I invite him to Ivy. He catches a world record fish, and he doesn't invite me on a whitetail trip. Which I'll be honest with you, Brandon. If hunting was year round, we would not have tackle addict. It'd be whitetail addict because I am a hunting freak.
Yeah, big hunter.
So,
Well,
anyway.
I'll tell you what, going out there really got me back in the mood to go hunting again. I mean, we had an absolute blast, man. It's not just the hunting part; it's just the hanging out part.
Oh yeah, that's so much fun hanging out in camp with some friends.
Yeah,
Definitely.
but I gotta say, man, I like being out on the water more. I mean, it's just more fun. I told Wyatt to take us to Ivy, and he didn't catch anything. He caught like one little dinker. That's it.
We went for like 2 hours.
Man, he blew his wad when he
I
was over
wanted
there
a world
last time.
record. I wanted a world record.
I promise you, he took you to the wrong side of the lake. He's so scared of somebody beating that record. He's like, "You think somebody's gonna beat that record this year?"
Somebody's gonna beat that record.
Oh yeah,
It's gonna happen.
I'll take you. I know exactly what point it was caught on. Because matter of fact, we caught our fish off the same point.
I took Carter out
you
there.
didn't.
I took him to exactly
No,
where
you
it was.
didn't.
I did.
Anyway,
That's besides the point.
Everybody was calling me the fish whisperer out there. So if I get on OHIV, that record's mine.
I know it is, man. I have no doubt in my mind. I have no doubt.
So you just said, man, that you love the fishing side of things, and when did that kind of come about? Like when did you get introduced to it? I mean, from what I remember, it wasn't like you've been doing this, at least the competitive side, your whole life, and you just kind of got into it and you went in full force. Walk us through that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I had done a little bit of fishing growing up just with my dad. I mean, we'd go to a pond, worm and bobber, throw it out there, bored to death, catch a few perch every now and then, but it was boring. I just didn't like it. It wasn't that fun. I liked hanging out with my dad, but that was about it. Right when COVID hit, so we got sent home from spring training in March of 2020, and we needed something to do outside where we could stay away from people. And my baseball coach out in Hudson, Glenn Kimball, convinced me to go fishing with him one day. So I went out there. We get on his boat. He scares me to death. He's going like 70 something in his boat. I've never done that on the water, so I'm freaking out. So we finally get to the spot and we're throwing a frog around, and I catch a fish on a frog, man. I'm like literally hooked. Like, well, maybe not literally. I didn't hook myself, but like I could not get enough. I went like I wanted to go every single day after that. And that started,
awesome.
2 years ago? So
Yeah.
now it's just, like, less than a month later, I bought my own boat, bought jet skis, bought a pontoon, bought a lake house. I'm all in. So,
Yeah.
I got a place down there not too far from Tackle Addict, actually. So
Yeah.
we're in Brooklyn, and man, anytime I get a chance to go fishing, I do it.
Yeah, that's all. That's the power of a frog blow up, bro. Like that's like the best thing.
Oh, I mean, literally. I mean, that's like everybody. If you ask 100 fishermen, I would probably say 75 of them are gonna say, I want to catch fish on a frog.
Frog, yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
Way to catch you. Yeah,
Absolutely. And I was out one time in some weather, like, the other day during that tournament, waves were just enormous. And I was like, I don't know where I was going, but I just had to pull over and just get out of the wind. And I ended up throwing a frog out there and caught like a 7-pounder. So that was like a month after I started fishing. So like at that point, I was like, this is the best thing ever, obviously. So and now I keep getting lucky, man. I just get on other people's spots and I start catching big fish.
Oh, it was rolling this past weekend. That's for sure. It was so rough. It was rough.
So I understand you're go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I understand you're quite the baseball player here. I'm gonna back you up a little bit in history here. So you're from, where are you from originally? Are you from Lufkin Hudson area, or is that just where you played high school?
Well, I grew up in Nacogdoches.
Okay.
I was born there. I lived there for about 14, 15 years. Then my dad started teaching at Hudson, so we moved down here to Lufkin at that point.
Okay.
And, I've been here ever since. I still live in Hudson. My wife, she's from Hudson. We went to high school together. So our family, they live like within a couple of miles of us.
Oh, that's cool.
And, I'm gone for probably 8 months out of the year. I'm in the city, but when it's over with, I get back home to Hudson.
There you go. Cool. So you played high school ball in Hudson there, and then on to San Jacinto College, and ended up at UT Austin and get drafted by the Giants.
Yeah, that was in 2009. I got drafted in the 5th round, so I was pretty excited about that.
Absolutely.
I was a pitcher in high school, so I thought that's what I was going to be, but ended up having shoulder problems and I just started hitting and ended up in pro baseball and kept getting better and kept working on it. And next thing I know, I'm in the big leagues in 2011, and now this year I've reached my 10-year service time, so I'm still going, and I feel like I'm actually reaching my peak now, where I'm in my prime. And
yeah, man, you had a heck of a year.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm just going to keep going until I can't play anymore. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I absolutely crushed in these tournaments this past weekend. So I'm thinking about letting me just go fish tournaments all year long. So
yeah, you got you a check.
You're gonna have to go back to the Giants organization and be like, look, man, I can win thousands of dollars on derbies on Rayburn. Like, what are you guys gonna do?
Yeah, I know. We won $900 that day. So if they can match that, I might stay. But if not, I'm going fishing.
I'm going fishing.
Hey, if you'd been partnered up with me, we probably would have won the whole shebang.
Oh, no question. We'd have doubled everybody's win.
Doubled our money.
No doubt in my mind.
You'd be retired right now.
Absolutely. I'd have all kinds of sponsors just begging to pay me money, but that'll come eventually.
So going back to the baseball thing, you've made a career out of it, which is that's really hard to do. In any professional sport is to get there is very difficult, but to make a career out of it is special, especially to stay with one organization, man. That's awesome. Was this year, because I know you did some crazy stuff this year. I know you were hitting freaking bombs. You hit like 2 bombs in one game. I remember that, and you were just going off. Was this kind of like you said you're reaching your, you feel like you're maybe reaching your prime? Was this year, you think allow you to stay for several more years, or what do you think that picture looks like?
Yeah, so I ended up signing their qualifying offer in San Francisco, so that keeps me around for another year.
Okay.
We might can turn that into a multi-year deal, or maybe not. Who knows? But if not, I'm just gonna go wherever, baseball takes me,
Right. So you want to keep playing?
Yeah, I want to keep playing as long as I can. When I really feel like I'm starting to go downhill, I'll probably just call it a career. But as of right now, I really feel like I'm coming into the best years of my career, and I'm hoping I can do it for another, 3 to 5 years. So,
that's awesome.
We'll see how that plays out. But, I had some injuries this year, so if I can avoid those injuries, I'll be in good shape.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, you said you were a pitcher earlier. I'm quite the pitcher myself. I just want to be honest with you.
Here we go.
I've heard that.
I just want to be real with you. Like, I want to bet. I want to bet that I can strike you out.
You might be right now. I don't even know if I could swing a bat.
Are you allowed to swing a bat right now? What's the organization going to think if you're out there swinging? And let's be clear here what we're talking about. We're not talking about baseball. We're talking about the real sport, wiffle ball.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Yeah, that'd be kind of tough, man. I don't know.
Hey, we take wiffle ball very seriously at Tackle.
I actually built – have you ever seen wiffle ball, like those videos of those kids slinging these sidearm crazy movement balls?
Yeah, absolutely.
They build these little things that's got like this tin pan that you hit, so like the strike zone. The strike zone is ridiculous in wiffle ball anyway. It's massive.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Shane built one, dude.
I built one. We're pretty serious about wiffle ball, and I got I got some piss rockets. I don't think
he's
you can
got
handle.
some nasty stuff.
I got some nasty movement. I just want to be real with you. So next time you're down at TA, assuming we get the green light from your organization swinging a 9-ounce bat, which would probably throw your elbow out swinging that thing. But no, that'd be hilarious.
See what happens.
There you go.
We'll see what happens. I mean, I still got fishing on the back burner, so if something happens, then I'll just go do that. But I'm willing to give it a shot.
Hey, a home run at Tackle is considered over the road outside the parking lot.
They're rare.
I'm thinking they are rare. But rare. I'm thinking that you take it over the trees is what I'm thinking.
Well, what if I hit it out in the lake?
Dude, Shane will never be able to pitch again.
All right, let's try one day.
I'm down. So we're having some kind of camera stuff go on right now. Shane's gonna try to fix it. But let's talk about the fishing stuff. Back to that, So you get into it. Like you said, you bought a boat. You've done some of the tournament stuff, but then you find this. I mean, maybe I should ask you where it came from to actually host a tournament. Where did that idea kind of come from, and what started that?
Well, I just wanted to do something cool, and for me, being able to give away $100,000 for the winner, and really over $400,000 in prizes and payout, that sounded cool to me. I figured like that would create a lot of excitement. I didn't think I could do it, but I told my idea to a couple friends, Ryan being one of them. He's like, "Yeah, dude, we can absolutely do that." So that got it started, but really, where it came from was, I just really feel like I wanted to give the anglers the option to make more money. Because there's a lot of tournaments out there. Not to say anything bad about them. They're fun, and they give these guys a chance to make some money. But a lot of them are the same as far as like buy-ins and payouts and stuff go. So I wanted to do something. I know these guys put a lot of their time and money into fishing, so I wanted to do something that would give back a little bit more to them, to kind of show appreciation for the time and money they do put in.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one way to get that started, and we're hoping that after this tournament, if it's a success like we think it'll be, that we can continue doing that.
Right. Hey, I think Brandon, we're gonna pause for just a second. You want to pause for just a second?
Yeah, let me reset here for 2 seconds. You can just stay on the line. I'm just gonna reset you for like 1 second.
Yeah, we're just trying to get.
But we're back on.
What were we talking about?
Talking about what?
We're just left off where the reason you did the tournament, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Let's pick it back up there.
All right. Sorry about that, man.
No problem.
We're rookies at this. We're not very good at it, honestly.
Wait, is it still gonna be black?
Yeah.
It's gonna be black the rest of the episode.
I guess. Maybe it'll pop back up. I think it has something to do with the AC running. It's got everything all jacked up. We're in Captain Ron Studios, by the way. You got to come check this place out. It's pretty ridiculous.
We're going in dark mode, everybody.
Going in dark. We're going dark. But no. So I mean, it sounds like you got crazy idea here. I don't know if you guys touch on the details of the
Well,
tournament.
he just kind of talked about 100,000 first place, paying over 400,000, over 400,000 for the tournament in general, like the whole total, and then we kind of left it to there. So
So this is a 3-day event going on in February. Thursday, Friday, everybody fishes, and I think you made the right call here. Logistically, trying to do a controlled takeoff with 400 boats is going to be crazy. So I think I think the trailering thing was such a good idea, and then you cut to 20, and then the final 20 fish on Saturday, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And our first thought was to zero the weights on Sunday, so that when we did the Calcutta, everybody was kind of like on the same level. But everybody's gonna keep their weights, their accumulated weights up to that point, and the top 20 will fish on Saturday, the 5th, I believe. And we'll have a winner, and we'll give away $100,000. We're gonna give away $70,000 to $80,000 bass boat, the Bass Cat Era. And that's for whoever catches big bass, which, I wanted to do that just because I felt like, I could go out there, not that I'm fishing this tournament because I'm not, but, anybody can go out there and get lucky and catch a big bass on any given day. So I want to give everybody a chance to do that. And, so it adds up to about $400,000, over $400,000 in payouts. So, to me, I wanted to do the biggest and best thing that I could, and our goal is to get everybody walking away from this tournament saying that it's one of the best, if not the best tournament they've ever been to. So that's my goal. I just want everybody to enjoy themselves.
Yeah, I mean, let's take into consideration what he just said to all the listeners. 100,000 for first.
100,000.
100,000, and we're talking an $800 a team entry fee. If you want to be in the side pot, it's only $1,000. It's only $200, and so it's $1,000. So you're looking at $500 a piece to fish for $100,000 first place, and big bass is going to be a Bass Cat Era with a 250 on it. So it's not
do we know that's an era yet?
Or my bad, it may not be an era.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I heard it is.
Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Anyways, it's going to be it ain't going to be like these little boats some of these other tournaments give away. Like, it ain't going to be no 18-foot Triton with a 100 with a 150 on it. Like, it's going to be a bad dude.
Yeah, I used to run an era.
Yeah, but
it's going to be there too. Like, you will be able to take it home with you or do whatever you want with it. It's going to be there. So
heck yeah.
We'll also have the money there too. We're thinking about doing it in cash.
Woo!
We have to have a lot of security.
Listen. I'll feel uncomfortable taking home $100,000 cash.
You ain't taking on 100. You're gonna give me 50 of it. me and Shane are fishing that together, Brandon.
Okay, yeah. So, we thought about it, but then we're like, we're gonna have a whole lot of security, so we don't know how we're gonna do that yet. But you will be able to take home $100,000 that day.
I think a big check.
I want to.
Yeah.
I want it to.
Yeah,
be
if you want the
huge.
big ones that like Happy Gilmore got, we can do that too.
Yeah.
Nobody does that.
And we'll have I know. I think that'd be pretty cool. So
that'd be awesome.
But what we want to try to do is go ahead.
I said just go ahead and tattoo Wyatt Frankens and Shane Campbell across it while you're at it.
Okay. All right, I will. I'll have to mark it out.
He can't count to 8.
Yeah,
but
man.
he can fish.
Yeah, so we want to hopefully catapult this into doing some bigger and better things in the future.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you're comfortable talking about that, I mean, so what I know Wyatt was kind of sharing, he came back from the hunt, he was all fired up. He's like, man, this Brandon Belt cat, he's so cool. He's got all these crazy ideas about what he wants to do with this team thing, and I love hearing that because it is literally, we are on repeat here at the Juice, that we talk about it all the time. What's wrong, not only with the pro circuit, but even team events. There's things could be better.
Yeah, I agree, and we don't know if it's going to work out, so we're just like throwing a bunch of ideas together and see which ones we like the best. But we want to start in 2023. We're going to have a trail going, and right now we're thinking about 2 different regions. We know one's going to be in Texas. We're not sure where the other one's going to be, so it'll be 7 tournaments total, and 6 will be regular tournaments, and then we'll have a championship. So. Each tournament will be for $100,000 grand prize. I think we're going to narrow it down to about 200 boats to 250 boats. And then the championship will be over 200,000 probably for the winner. So we want to create something that's really big and really give these guys a chance to make some money back. That's kind of equal to what they go out and put in. And, we'll go from there. If it allows us to do the pro side, then that's what we'll do. We were watching actually, Kelly was with us. Kelly Jordan was with us down there hunting, and we were watching some of his old videos. And I saw where he was fishing a tournament back in like 2004 or something, and he won it. And he won $100,000. Well, if I'm not mistaken, I think in the Elite Series, that's what they're still making.
Yeah.
So that seems a little odd. I mean, I hate to call somebody out like that, but I think that as an industry, fishing can do better. And I've seen how owners are in sports, because I've been in the sports world my whole life, and it's a business, so they're trying to make money, and that makes sense. But I think there's room to give the anglers more money, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, that's
man.
I mean, you start if that all goes through, and I mean, I'm hoping it does, and you're gonna start making people think, man, is it really worth going and trying to do you're gonna have team guys consider going to that option instead of going to the MLF or Bassmaster route. Like, you're gonna have guys that are saying, hey man, like, we make a run at this team stuff and we start doing good in it. There's enough money to be won there that we don't have to go spend all this money traveling the road, and you get to split. It's a team event. You get to split costs on the road.
Yeah. That's huge.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's going to wake some people up in a big way. I can tell you this. I don't care where the other division is. Me and Shane probably traveling, fishing all six.
We're coming.
Yeah.
Put us down. We need to pay deposits now or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so we were thinking about doing also, if we get to the point where we can do a pro side, I mean, I don't want to throw out any numbers, but if our buy-ins are similar to other pro leagues buy-ins, I'm very confident we can pay out a lot more money than they do.
Yeah,
man.
So that's our goal. And then if the guys who win the championship or Angler of the Year in our team series, they'll be able to join the pro series and stuff for free. So those are our ideas right now. We're looking to make those come true, but we gotta start with this one in February and make sure everything goes as planned, and then we can kind of move into that next phase. So that's what we're looking at right now.
Heck yeah. So let me ask you this. I mean, I've always had an idea. I've always wondered, why is there not a pro trail that's teams? Is your pro trail individual or team, you thinking?
Well, right now we were just thinking individual because that's all that's out there. But I'm not opposed to any ideas.
Sure.
Really.
And the only reason I say that is because if you look at the consumer of bass fishing, the average consumer, the guy that eats, breathes, sleeps, watches bass fishing, watches what the pros do, we're all team fishermen. That's what we do. When we get to fish tournaments, we fish teams. Now there's the BFL guys and Toyota Series guys. We all fish those. But at heart, we all start at the team level.
Right.
I mean, that's where we all start.
Right.
We jump in a tournament with our buddies. So why is there not a professional team trail?
True.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. And, I think that's what, stuff like that is what we're going to talk to guys about. I mean, we're going to have a chance to be able to talk to a bunch of different anglers, and those are the questions we're going to bring up, because those are the questions we want to answer. And if there's room for a pro team trail, and that's what people want to do, then that's what we want to provide. And you get into the pro side, and the buy-ins are a little bit more. You cut it down to about 100 boats or whatever. So whether that's individual or team, that's still going to be a lot more money than what it'd be more money as a team than they would make individually in another pro side. So even after you split it up, I still think you'd make more money.
Yeah.
In our team tournament. So,
wow.
So I mean those are questions we want to answer, and I know that one that Wyatt brought up over in West Texas was we're talking about maybe doing a fall series, because there's not really a whole lot going on in the fall. So, and I know that gets into hunting season a little bit, so that's a little bit tricky, but I think that's something we're going to experiment with. It won't be a big series like our $100,000 one, but it'd probably be like $25,000, and we'll see how many people like to do it in the fall.
Oh,
So if that,
they'll come.
if that takes off, that's another option as well.
If
So
you
that's all stuff we're trying to answer.
Yeah, if you could put one on September on Rayburn, that would be fantastic. Thank you.
Okay.
Shane thinks he's Mr. September out here.
I mean,
oh really? Okay, I'll do what I can.
It's not really cool.
I like you already, man.
I don't get home till October though, so that's when I want to do it. I want to do it early October, maybe a couple in October.
Okay, first week in
And then
October is
do
fine. We'll
one-
settle that.
Yeah. Okay, and then maybe 2 in October, and then 1 later November after guys have gotten their fix with early season hunting,
Uh-huh.
and then a championship in December. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what's on our minds right now, and then we might be able to do that this next year in 2022. So
Right.
that's what we're looking to get started.
Right.
Heck yeah, man! You guys sound busy. It sounds like you guys have had these conversations. I mean, that's really cool. I mean,
we got an Excel spreadsheet of all our ideas. They're all written down, and we've got a lot of stuff to talk about. And the guys who are helping me, Ryan Williams and Carter Willman, if we get this going, they're going to have to do this full time. I mean, this is going to be a full time job, and
no doubt.
they're going to have to quit their own jobs. So, I think it'll be worth it, but we gotta kind of answer these questions to make sure we're going in the right direction.
And that's the right way to do it. Of course, when people hear about ideas like this, you're gonna have both sides of it. You're gonna have guys that are like, man, that's awesome, but then you're gonna have guys that just, this probably just wasn't anybody. You're gonna have people that doubt it from the get go, like, man, they ain't gonna have the right stuff to do this, or how is that even possible, or. And it says a lot that it's not like you're just saying it. You sat down and really put the thought into it. Of course it's going to be difficult. Anything that's big and that's great and that's above the standard is not easy. It's going to be a difficult thing to do, but I think as you grow into it, and hopefully the juice can reach some people and make them realize, like, hey, this belt tournament is a huge deal, but what's after this could be even bigger for the industry as a whole, for the better of the industry as a whole. And I think you'll be really, really pleased. I don't want to say you'll be shocked, because I think you kind of know how the fishing community is, even though you've only been in a little while. I think you can realize pretty quickly that the fishing industry, when something's going on and you get the right guys behind you, then it starts just taking off. Guys like one of the guys you're talking to, Shane, big guy down, like around the Rayburn area. Just those kind of people coming together and getting behind you on this. That's what's going to take, man. It's going to happen. Once people realize, like, how well thought out and how good this could be, and what's to come from it. And then, I mean, once the fishing community gets behind you, because it's not a very big circle. It's small. The fishing world is small. Yeah. Once they get behind you, it's on go mode after that.
Yeah, and there's going to be some growing pains. We know this. It's going to be tough, and there's some questions that need to be answered that we're not going to know until we try.
Yeah,
and I'm willing to try that, and I'm willing to put in the work. I feel like if there's one thing I know, it's how hard you got to work to be successful. Yeah, and or I wouldn't be in the position I'm in right now.
Correct.
But I think at the end of the day, my ultimate goal is to make other leagues and tournaments or whatever really reconsider what they pay fishermen, what they pay the anglers, and be like, hey, you know what? We need to up our game a little bit, because we got amateurs out there now getting paid as much as our pros.
Yeah.
So that's really what I want to come from this. And I want to turn it into a business. I'd love to make money off of fishing, but really, I want to have a great time with my fishing buddies, and I think that's gonna. This is what it's gonna do, and I really think we can turn this into a legit business, a legit tournament trail, and I think we can make it fun for everybody. I want to treat these guys like big leaguers. I really do. I want to show them the big league experience, especially the guys who are in the final 20 or who win it. They did something special, and I want to treat them like that. So. I'm not sure they've experienced that a whole lot before, so I want to make that happen, and I want to be the guy that can really change some attitudes about payouts and stuff like that. So that's something that means a lot to me, and I'm willing to put in the work to do it. So I'm maybe playing baseball right now, but I got some good guys helping me, and I'm gonna put all I got into it. So we'll see what happens.
No, man, I like that, and we're with you 100% because I feel like we keep coming back to the same conversation. I feel like that's kind of turning into our
the juice.
No, that's really what it is. It's kind of turned into this. This is what we're becoming about, is like, what can we do to make the sport better for the anglers, for us as anglers, you know? And
I agree.
And man, I'm all in, man. You got me sold.
Yeah,
sign up. I'm ready to quit my job and come work for you and run, help, whatever. I'll be somebody's assistant. We'll do this. I'm in. Whatever I can do to help.
Yeah, dude. Same here. I'm so excited about it. And listen, I money's not everything. I get it, but these guys put in a lot of money, so they should get out what they put in, and that's what we're going to try to do. So
one of the things
do it.
One of the things you just touched on was talking about how what you're doing, hoping to cause other organizations to change. We just got done talking to Brian Robinson. Okay, kind of the same situation. It is the same situation. Coming from professional sports, being in the NFL and then coming over to the fishing side. You come from the MLB, coming over to the fishing side. And he got to see how those guys are treated over there in the NFL. You got to see how these guys are treated in the MLB. And, y'all know how hard these guys work in the fishing industry, and they just don't get paid for what they do. And it's just an absolute struggle bus. Brian brought up a good point, man. He said that he thinks that the only way that fishing will ever get to that point is for there to be only one organization, one premier organization. He said if you take the NFL, if you take the MLB, they are the premier organization of that sport, and that's why they're successful. That's why they get TV time, and all the talent is in one place. This could be something that goes so far as to where you don't have to cause change from either of those organizations. You could be that organization. And truly, I mean, if you look at it that way, that's a good point Brian brought up. And I think we might have even touched on this kind of when we were at the camp about that one organization deal. You know what I mean? Yeah,
absolutely. And the fact is that the people who pay the most money draw the best players. That's why the NFL is the best. That's why the MLB is the best. I mean, you pay the most money, you're going to get the guys who are the best at what they do.
Yes.
So that's what we're planning on doing, man. We're planning on dishing out some money, and we want to get those. We want to get the top guys fishing our tournaments. Whether it's amateur or pro. So he's exactly right, though. I think you're going to have to consolidate it at least a little bit into one major organization. So that's when I think about doing stuff, I don't think about going halfway up the ladder. I think about climbing all the way to the top, and if I can't do that, then I'm not going to do it. So to me, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at shooting for the stars, and I'm not settling for anything else. I'm not settling for the moon. I'm settling for the stars. That's it. So that's just the type of attitude I have toward most things that I care about, and this is no different, man. I really, really love fishing. It's brought me so much joy over the past couple of years. It's brought my friends so much joy over their lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
So
absolutely.
Why not go at it? Yeah, why not go after it full speed? And that's what I'm going to do.
That's awesome, dude.
Heck yeah, man.
That's really awesome.
Dude, I want to nominate you for ambassador of the sport. Is that a position?
Mayor of bass fishing.
Yeah, you can have my position as mayor. I'm the self-proclaimed mayor over here. You can have it. You're the man.
Man, well, and at San Francisco, they call me the captain. So
captain.
I'm already the captain. I'll be the captain of bass fishing.
You're hired. You're hired, sir. I'm ready to go get my fishing pole, go fishing right
Johnny Moore
now.
is who?
Yeah. So I want to circle back to you made a comment about you want to make the top 20 feel special and feel, like they've earned something, they've achieved something. And so your dinner here, your top 20 meeting at the Crown Colony, I want to clear up something, maybe a rumor, maybe not a rumor, maybe it's true. So I know there's a silent auction because this is benefiting an organization that you seem to be pretty passionate about. What's the organization that this is, kind of benefiting?
It's the Father's Heart in Brazil.
Okay.
And these are orphans that, they basically, a lot of them, honestly, were going to be sacrificed by some of the tribes down there. So this orphanage was able to take them away from that and give them a place to live. They've been hit hard by COVID. They need donations bad, man. So, it really, really hit home. And I want to do what I can to help
Did you say
guys out.
sacrificed?
I did. I did. That's the story I was told with this, is that some of these kids were going to be sacrificed by some of these tribes,
Wow.
and
Jesus
this orphanage
Christ.
convinced these tribes to not do that and let them have the kids. So,
Good Lord.
yeah. So I'm just thankful that a lot of them are still alive, and but they need help. COVID really crushed them, so it's financially.
So is this going to be open? Is this going to be an open dinner? I mean, I know obviously the top 20 teams are invited, but I mean, how can people that want to kind of support this and help you guys raise as much money as possible, how can they get involved in this?
Well, so the dinner won't be open. We're going to have to cap it at a certain amount. I can't remember exactly what that is right now, but you'll be able to buy tickets. There'll be auction items. I think we're going to do a live auction as well. I think we've got enough good items to where we can do a live one. And so you can buy tickets to it. We're going to have entertainment. Not exactly sure who that's going to be just yet, but we will have entertainment there. It's going to be at Crown Colony Country Club. And but I think you can either go to Fishers of Men website where you can donate on there.
Okay.
I think it's under their Fishing to Feed. And I'm not sure if we have it on BrandonBeltFishing.com yet, but if we don't, it's going to be up there pretty soon so that you can donate directly through that. I'm sure we'll have a place where you can donate during the tournament out there at Sam Rayburn. So, we're going to give plenty of ways to donate, and we're going to raise a lot of money for that.
Awesome. That sounds good. Hey, hold on 2 seconds, okay?
Okay.
I'll have to call you right back.
Okay.
What the hell was that?
That sounded demonic. What was that, dude?
I don't know. I got to call him right back. He's probably like, these amateurs.
Was that a demon overtaking our feet?
Hey.
Dude, I am so sorry. Like you turned into a robot there, but we got all of that. I mean, so just circle back to. I know you said on your website you hope to have it up there soon where they can donate. At Fishers of Men website as well.
Yeah, it's under the Fishing to Feed on the Fishers of Men website, and then hopefully it'll be on our website soon where you can donate. And I think we'll have a place out at Sam Rayburn during the tournament where you can donate as well. So hopefully we can raise a lot of money for those guys.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
For those listening, if you don't participate in the tournament, come out and donate. For sure.
And the tournament, we want to have a lot of stuff out there that's fun for the whole family. So if the people who are fishing the tournament want to bring their families out there, we'll have stuff for them to do. So we just want to make it a big party, man. We want everybody to celebrate and have a good time.
Heck yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. I heard there was going to be a Calcutta. Is that true or false?
That is true. There is going to be a Calcutta, and that will be at the dinner on that Friday night, and the top 20 teams can be bet on.
Wow.
So that's why we were kind of trying to figure out, like, should we zero the weights on Saturday, the final day, so that it's a even playing field going into the last day. So when we get to the Calcutta, that it'll bring in more bets because there'll be more teams to bet on. But I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're just going to go with a cumulative score or weight up to that point. And but yeah, you're going to have a chance to bet on teams. And we're just trying to make this as fun as possible, man. That seemed like a good way to do it.
Yeah, I think that's the right call because, Rayburn's one of those lakes you're never out of it. I mean, it could get silly. Like, obviously, I feel like whoever's in first place is going to be pretty far up there. But, I mean, even let's call it a 10-pound lead. Let's say somebody's got a 10-pound lead. That is not safe on Sam Rayburn. Not in February.
Nope.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beginning of February.
Honestly, second place is still going to get $35,000. So third's $25,000. So that doesn't have to do with the Calcutta, but there's going to be people playing for second, third place that they're going to get paid a lot of money as well. So
it may not. I don't know. It could be a close one.
The Calcutta's going to be nasty.
Yeah.
There's going to be some jack in that one.
That's going to be bad.
Yeah, so we're going to be providing should be an open bar and free food. I think we're going to be able to do that. So if it's an open bar, it could get kind of rowdy in there. So we'll see what happens.
Man, we need to be sober for the tournament.
Bring some MLB players in there, and they'll throw that some of that cheddar around. We'll get some that Calcutta. I really think that Calcutta is going to be huge because any Calcutta is big.
I think we'll have some baseball players. So I'm trying to get Deion Sanders, man. I know the guy likes to fish. I can't get a hold of him somehow though. So we're gonna figure that out. I gotta get him and Randy Moss out there.
Yeah.
That'd be two huge ones for me.
Heck yeah.
Dude.
Get the Rock. I see the Rock all the time posting pictures of bass out of his little pond.
Yeah, I see that too. And man, I was watching Family Feud the other day, and Steve Harvey was talking about how he loves the bass fish.
Come on,
So,
Steve.
I mean, yeah, let's go, Steve. Man, I love you. We got to get you out there and fishing.
Could you imagine having all those guys there? Holy,
that'd be awesome,
dude. That would be
Man,
insane.
I think at some point, it sounds like you're going to reach that level, even if it doesn't happen this year. You guys are demanding the attention, and well deserved for that matter. I mean, I'm excited about it.
Hey, same here, man. We're gonna do our best to make sure this works out, and we're just gonna keep going with it.
Well, we appreciate you coming on, and we're not going to keep you very much longer. But I do have 2 more questions for you. How much weight is he going to take to win this? What's your guess? And then second question is, who's your pick?
3-day total.
Man.
3-day total, and what team's going to win it? And you better not say the one I'm thinking you're going to.
Man, I can't even begin to guess because I've never been able to like fish a tournament at that time. I'm gonna say like.
Let me just give you a gauge here. 20 a day is 60 pounds. So
yeah.
I'll throw you
I'll
my
say
guess. I'm
75
gonna say,
pounds.
oh, that's
75.
you're right on the money. I was gonna say 75 to 78.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 75 pounds. I'm gonna pick y'all to win it.
No.
Oh man, now he's fluffing our pillow.
Are you sure you want to pick us, or you don't want to pick a guy like
No,
Derek?
not at all. No, not at all. I
Okay,
just did
then.
it because y'all were on the phone with me. So, but I don't know, man. Y'all got as good a shot as anybody. Just don't fish with Ryan, and you got a chance to win.
Hey, I put Ryan up in the silver spot this past weekend.
You didn't take him
I
to
know
that
he
school.
better be appreciative.
No. Golly, why'd you make me say it on the thing?
It's the juice. Ryan, he did not take you to the sweet
Ryan,
spot.
I took you to all the juice I had.
No, you didn't. You better not. You better not take that 100K juice. Nah, man. We really appreciate you coming on. Dude, I got a newfound passion for the sport because of everything you kind of delivered on tonight.
Well, I hope that's how everybody else feels.
Oh, they
that's
will.
how I feel.
How many boats are you guys up to, real quick? Do you know, or is that a Ryan question?
You there?
Hey, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know what the heck just happened. But anyway, yeah, I was just saying that I hope everybody else feels that way because that's how I feel right now, and we're passionate about it. So we're gonna make this happen.
Shane, I guess before the phone cut out there, Shane asked. He said, "Do you know how many boats that y'all are up to now, or is that more like a Ryan question at this point?"
That's probably a Ryan question. I don't know. I mean, I don't get to tell us how many people we got.
Yeah, I know you didn't get to look at it, so.
Okay.
Well, we're trying to get to 400.
I think we'll make it to 400. I really do. Like, we're having more and more pour in all the time, and I think the closer we get, the more we're going to have. So
yes,
I think we're going to reach 400. If not, we're going to be really close.
No, I think so too.
Yeah, I mean, we should definitely have over 300. Should have over 350, and I think we're going to reach 400. So we'll see what happens.
Man, that tournament is close.
It's so close.
It is freaking close.
What are you doing here? Get out on the water.
Dude, it is close. Like next weekend is Christmas.
Yeah.
It is
I
so
know,
close.
It's crazy, man.
Well, I'm going to get you 3 more entries here. For those of you who have not signed up, you better get out there and sign up because this tournament's not one you want to miss. $100,000, $100,000. And odds are there's a very good chance if you win the tournament, you caught the big bass.
Yeah. Honestly.
Yep.
I mean, you never really know.
You don't on
you
Rayburn,
put that
but-
many teams. Let's say there is 400. That's 800 guys.
But you're going to need to be around that caliber of fish to win.
Right. I agree. We're going to go ahead and bust about 40 day one.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding.
No, don't kid.
All right, 42.
Hey, let me tell you this. I'll go ahead and say this right now. If somebody busts a 40-pound bag any day, I'll give them an extra $25,000.
You better write that check, son. You better write that check. February is the wrong time of year to put that bet
Are you
on
sure you
the
don't
table.
want us to cut that out of this episode?
Nope. Put it in there, and I will lie detector test you about 5 times just to make sure. So, but I'm going to say it right now. You get 40-plus pounds in a day, you're getting $25,000.
Oh, shit.
Talk about some juice.
Juice.
That is juice. 25
And
G's.
that's one.
Hey, if 2 people crack 40, that goes to the heaviest one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good call. Good call.
Dude, we are going to.
Yeah.
How much are you going to pay me when I strike you out with a wiffle ball? That's what I want to know.
You're going to have to pay me.
Yeah. No kidding.
No joke.
My team might cut me.
No. I do want to do it for fun, though. If you get the green light and you feel like swinging a wiffle ball bat, you come on down to you. I'm going to throw that old some nasty movement.
I'm ready.
Oh, man. How long was this episode?
Man, I don't know. We had to cut it, recut it, and redo it. But, man, I really, really appreciate your time. I know sounds like you're sitting in your truck waiting to go home to your family. Go do that. You're the man. We appreciate what you're trying to do here for the fishing industry, and we are really excited about your tournament. And for those of you that aren't from around here and you want to fish a big derby, this guy's doing one.
Yeah, the
All right, guys.
the Big Bang.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, man. I appreciate y'all letting me come on and talk about it.
Yes,
You bet,
sir.
man. Have a good night.
All right, you too.
See you, dog.
Woo! That was a really good episode.
Hey.
Other than the fact we have no picture, nobody knows what we're doing. They can't tell if I'm picking my nose or picking my butt or what we're doing.
What time? I don't know how.
Well, we stopped it. We redid it.
You need to watch. I mean, I'll put.
I'm gonna
this in
put
the
a picture of Brandon Belt up there
I'm gonna
with a crown on his head.
I'm gonna put this in a social media post because you've got to listen to the whole thing because of what he just said there at the end. I mean, whew.
25,000. That's
40
not even. That's not. That, I mean, that's huge.
That is huge.
That's a big deal.
But the biggest deal, I think, was the future of what he's got coming, or what he's gonna try to be doing.
Dude, I mean, the guy was like, "Oh yeah, no, we've kind of talked about it, but we're gonna have 7 this, and then we're gonna this, and we got an Excel spreadsheet." I was like, "You got it planned out, my guy." I'm like, "This guy is."
Well, hey, big credit there to Ryan Williams, general manager at Ross Motorsports, and Carter Willman. He's a police officer for the Lufkin Police
appreciate
Department.
the service, sir.
Those guys are the guys that are doing this stuff behind the scene. You know, Brandon is obviously he's the front runner. He's
yeah.
But those guys are the guys working behind the scenes, and they've been on the phone talking to numerous companies, trying to make sure this thing gets off the ground. Ryan Williams and Carter Willman, the two guys behind the scenes that are real, and Ryan is the tournament director for this event, and probably will be the tournament director for the ones in the future. Those guys are the ones working their butts off in the background, making this stuff happen, and I think that they're going to get a whole lot more support once everybody finds out about it.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little apprehensive at first when we first heard about the tournament, and I know you and I had these conversations like, man, like 400 boats. I mean, yeah, the payout's awesome. 400 boats is a lot. You know, this and that. Of course, unfortunately, the way you kind of feel about hearing a new tournament is always negative. But after talking to Brandon, I am really glad we did that. Like, I am so excited for this tournament. These guys have their stuff together.
Yeah, dude.
And they're going to put on a good event. And
I mean, if they do this in 2023, are we going to be partners for all 6? I need you to say that on air.
yes. I mean, if you want to win,
They're fucked.
they're beep. Great, man. Now I got to go through. Let me look at the timestamp on that. And
Hey, guys. Tonight.
Wyatt doesn't have to edit these, by the way, so I got to go through every
I
minute.
said
of
one
this
cuss
thing.
word in like 4 episodes. I've been doing great.
You have been doing good.
So we had 2 episodes tonight. We had B-Rob and Brandon Belt, and that was just 2 juicy episodes. And I can't wait to hear the feedback from both of them.
From both of them.
And man, the juice is really we're kind of starting to see what it's transforming into now. You know,
It's a voice.
It is. I think it is the voice, man, because we didn't know in the beginning. We were just, and we still are. We were in the beginning. We planned on just having fun with it, and we still are. That's what we're going to continue to do, no matter what, no matter how big the following gets, or no matter how small it stays. We'll always do that. But I think we're starting to see what the juice is transforming into, and
I think we want to be a platform to be a voice for tournament anglers.
yes,
For anglers
or fish. Yeah,
tournament anglers. I mean, really, let's call it what it is.
yeah,
But
true.
Nah, man, I appreciate those guys coming on tonight. I mean, sorry, we're rookies and our camera. I don't know if our camera overheated or whatever. You can't even see us right now.
We're blacked out, dude. I mean,
I can't see nothing, but I could not stop him. I just couldn't stop him.
No way. He sounded like a demon at one point.
No, I mean, like it was so good. I was like, it's not worth cutting it off and trying to pick it up, lose momentum. We got audio.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna watch the video, sorry.
Yeah.
We'll just post a picture of your world record fish on there when it goes black.
Yeah. Share this one, guys. Share this one, man, because everybody needs to know. Okay, this is big stuff that we just talked about. This is like this is the first time any of this has been said in the public. Any of this stuff we just talked about with Brandon Belt, that is the first time any of this has hit public. You know what I mean? Like, people need to know about this, dude. This is a big deal. This is big stuff.
25K, 40-pound bag. Who's got it?
Who's got it? Not Derek.
I'm going to go dream about it.
Not Derek.
You hear that? Monday? He's talking to you. Talking to you.
Yeah. Well, guys, we appreciate you tuning in for both episodes tonight. And until we meet again,
the juice.
The juice.